Yes, we do. We're very lucky today to have Cindy and Meghan McCain. This is it, 4 days to the election. Nobody feels the urgency more than the families involved. That I can guarantee you. Thank you so much to you both being here.
Thank you.
So 4 days left, Cindy. Let me start with you. What is the mindset of the family?
We're excited. You know, this was a family decision in the very beginning, and our family's been involved all the way through. And I think Meghan can speak for herself, but we're all very excited not only to have it over. I mean, I'm not saying that we haven't enjoyed this, but it's just exciting to see the end of what's been a great effort on my husband's behalf.
And you're seeing this campaign as somewhat of the battle of the underdog, right? You're still out there fighting for it.
Yeah, we are the underdog. We are, but we're moving way up in the polls, and things are tightening absolutely everywhere. My husband and I feel good about this. We feel like we're going to win this.
And Meghan, you've been fighting it out online. What's the message to Dad? What are you saying? We know the candidates need as much positive reinforcement at this point. What's your message to him? What have you been telling him?
I just tell him he's doing fantastic and tell him what I hear, and everyone seems really excited. I go around to a lot of headquarters and just kind of relay the excitement people have there, and I'm really positive. I've always been a believer, though.
I would hope so. And as you've been watching this, you have to absorb everything that happens in the campaign as well, obviously. Sarah Palin, huge splash when she came into the election, seen as a unifier for the party. And there has seemed to be then this parade of picking on her until now. You have the numbers, 59% saying they don't think she can be president of the United States. 1 in 3 voters saying this will be important to me when I go in to make the decision. How do you explain that reaction? What do you think's going on there with Sarah Palin?
Oh, gosh, I don't think people feel that way at all. I think, actually, I think people are beginning to not only get to know her, but understand that she's a very strong-minded woman. She's a reformer. She's a maverick. She's the governor of a state. She's been the mayor of a small town. She has a great deal more experience than her opponent does.
Only person in the race with executive experience.
Exactly. But more importantly, though, she's the exact right match for my husband. And the two of them together will just truly make a remarkable team. And yes, she can be president.
It's an interesting point of analysis. You look at Sarah Palin, you say, perfect for my husband. Interesting to hear from the wife, by the way. How do you couple them like that? Why are they a good couple?
Because
politically,
they're both straight-talking mavericks. That's important. My husband's always been someone who never pulled any punches. Went up against his own party, went up against leaders of his own party. Many times when everyone was headed the other way, he would say, no, I'll use the war, for example, the surge. It was a bold move on his part, but it was the right move. She has done the same things.
Now, Meghan, the online criticism, everything is magnified, amplified online. When you see the lines of criticism, how do you handle that, whether it's the clothes or her family responsibilities? What do you make of it?
I just try and support her and her family as much as possible. If you sit online all day reading that stuff, it'll drive you crazy.
You go crazy.
You can't do it. I learned a long time ago you can't read anything online.
From each of you, what is the most important thing about your father, your husband, the candidate, the senator, that you think people need to know? What's that one thing they must keep in mind?
I just think his experience more so than anything. He's by far the most experienced candidate. For me, it's really personal. I got involved with this campaign when my brother deployed to Iraq. He's about to redeploy. I wanted to know who's going to keep my brother and so many other people in the military safe. And I think it's 80-something% of people polled in the military trust my father. The war, we have 2 wars going on, and he's the man that's going to keep me safe and get my generation out of the rut that has been created the last 8 years.
The one thing about your husband, you think, this is what people need to know.
I agree with Meghan, his experience. Only the tough decisions get to the president's desk. The easy stuff never makes it there. And you need someone that not only has the experience to make those kinds of decisions, but has the kind of character and the kind of leadership to do it. It's a very tough job, and there's no room, particularly at this time, for a learning curve. And more importantly, there's no room in any of this to have a man who, quote, might be tested. My husband's already been tested.
Cindy, Meghan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Best of luck in the next 4 days.
Thank you.
Pleasure. We'll be right back.